Can the Browns win again? It's the coach. You're locked into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, it hasn't been said since December 13th, 2016. But the Browns are on a one-game winning streak. They'll try for two right here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Ready? You ready?
They go play action here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered every game. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Well, look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 6 catches, 60 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Kamara trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Leopard! Gone!
Mayfield on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Detroit! Set! Green!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Detroit!
a second down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Detroit, Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit. Leopard, Leopard.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Craig Robertson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hot.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive?
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Breeze to throw on second down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
You waiting?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And he's got him. It's caught. In the end zone, touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Brees. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready. Yellow wavy.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Falcons still in a dogfight.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm and really think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that
one. Again, it's Johnson. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Gone! Leopard, gone!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play,
and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon, 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Leopard.
They'll run it with Johnson. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go. 19.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Breeze. And it's incomplete. He was looking for his fullback there, Zach Line. And it's 3rd and 5. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and take.
That's caught inside the 20. They give them a gain of 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Everyone's got four down. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Grip right.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis. Leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Again, this is Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Again has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 4. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That will leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That 6-layer cake. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
And again, it's Chubb. Craig Robertson in on the stop. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Yellow lady.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.